Hey guys, it's Ashley.
Oh! Oh! No, 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 no! Oh my god! Oh! Yes!
If you guys want to learn how I made this makeup Instagram filter, keep on watching. Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today I will be showing you guys how I make an Instagram makeup filter. I have made quite a few filters. One of them was a makeup filter and two was those randomizing ones above your head. Which character are you, for a couple of shows that I love. One was for The Walking Dead and the other one was for Andy Mack, which I've done reactions to and still do reactions to The Walking Dead. A month ago I made a makeup filter inspired by Dinah Jane's song called Lottery. Ever since then, I've gotten quite a bit of messages on Instagram and people on Twitter asking me how to make a filter, asking me a lot of questions. So I figure I just make this tutorial because there's a lot of steps and it's hard to explain to someone how to make one over DMs, you know, because I've tried explaining and they're like, wow, that's a lot of work, or like, oh, that's too hard. But it isn't hard, it's just a lot of steps that goes into it. So today I'm going to be making a makeup filter inspired by Ally Brooks' single cover for No Good. I really love her makeup there. Why don't I just do Ally, because she's like my favorite singer, you know, like I love her. You first want to do is download Spark AR, and that's the program that you need to use to make the filter. It's free. You just go to sparkar.com and download it. The second thing you need is a photo editing program or app, whatever. I use Photoshop. It doesn't really matter what photo editing program you use as long as you can do multiple layers. The third thing you need is a thing called Face Assets. You also can download that on Spark AR's website, and I'll also put it in the link below. What that is, it's just a template for any makeup filter or anything that belongs on your face. So it'll just be in proportion. So the Face Assets is like your makeup template. So first, what I like to do, instead of going back and forth from Spark AR to the photo editing app, because I feel like it takes longer, I like to work on the makeup first in the photo editing program. So I have Photoshop opened right now, and what I'm gonna do is open up the Face Assets folder. And then there's two folders within the Face Assets. There's Mesh and Textures. I'm going to double click on Textures, and I'm going to open up the Face Feminine photo or template. Then open that on Photoshop. And so this is like your canvas where you want to put the makeup. And also when you do makeup or tattoos or whatever you're putting on the face, you want to save each layer. So I'm just going to explain it when I get to it. But so the first thing I'm going to work on is her eyeshadow. And you don't have to be like super detailed with the makeup because it won't really show up on the filter. Like I've kind of learned the hard way. Like I went pretty extravagant with the other filter I did, and it didn't really show up like how it looked on the program. So it doesn't have to be like super intricate and super detailed, you know, as long as like the color is there and it looks good. But yeah, sometimes you might just not get it on the first try as well, because the other filter, it looked good on here and on the program on Spark AR, but when I tried it for myself, it looked like clown makeup and I had to like retouch it, you know. So it happens. Like a light blue, like a winged kind of like eyeshadow going on. So that's what I'm gonna try and do on this. Okay, so once you have one side of the eyeshadow how you want it to be, instead of doing the other side like completely totally the same, which is kind of hard to do, I just like to duplicate the layer and flip it and then place it on the other eye. That way it just makes everything easier. You don't have to do the two sides and try to make it look exactly the same. Duplicate this layer, bit horizontal. I have to make some adjustments here because it gets weird. Have the makeup how you want it to be for the eyeshadow, because you don't want to do the whole face and save it as one. It won't work that way. You have to do it layer by layer. So like eyeshadow one layer, eyelashes one layer, blush one layer, lipstick one layer, you know, whatever else is on the face. So I have the eyeshadow. I took away the template and I'm gonna save it. Save this as a PNG file, because that way the background will be cleared. Any folder you want to, documents, whatever, it doesn't really matter as long as you can find it. So I'll just name it No Good Eyeshadow. Alrighty, so now you want to bring back template, whatever else you want to do. I'm gonna go with the lashes now. So for the eyelashes, it's very hard to draw it on Photoshop unless like you're pro with that. I'm not. I tried to do eyelashes on my own and I failed miserably. So what I like to do is just go on Google and search eyelashes PNG or eyelashes with clear background, save it, and that's how I do my eyelashes. All you have to do is literally resize the eyelashes. Then I'm just gonna duplicate the layer again and flip it like I did with the eyeshadow. Make it into one layer. Then you want to also save this file again. So every time you make a layer, you want to save it. Take the background away and save it as a separate layer. So I'm gonna save this as another PNG file. Now we're gonna move on to the blush, and you want to make a new layer again. So you just want to use the brush tool and pick like a, you know, like a rosy or like a pink shade. Reference photo. So her blush is pretty pinkish, so I'm gonna do that. Looks very pink right now, but I'm gonna fix it after. Okay, so this is what I have for this. I know it looks pretty like pinkish, but in Spark AR you can fix it to make it look more makeup, not so out there. There's an option where it's called face paint, and that'll be your makeup background away again, and then save it. Save as PNG. Always save as a PNG, otherwise it's not gonna work on Spark AR, because this background needs to be gone. No Good blush. So we're almost done here. I'm just gonna put the face template back and make a new layer as well. And I'm gonna work on her lipstick, which she has a bright red lip. Find the red color, and I'm basically just gonna draw it on her lips. You also want to take your time with this because you don't want to mess up. Otherwise it's not gonna look good on the filter. You can also make the opacity of the template lighter so you can like really follow along. Now I am done with the lips, and again I'm just gonna save this as its own file. So from here on out I'm done with the makeup, and now I'm gonna be opening up Spark AR where the magic happens literally for the filter. You see this guy, this will be your model for the filter for the makeup. You can change it by pressing on the camera on the left hand side, and there's all of these different people that you can choose from. You can also choose yourself by using your webcam, but I don't really use mine because my webcam is kind of bad quality and it doesn't really show the filter like that good compared to the models. So I'll just stick with her because I just like using this model a lot. First thing you want to do is right click in this area, right click, add, and you want to do face tracker. And then with face tracker, you want to right click again and add face mesh. And since this is a makeup filter, you want your skin to be like perfect looking, you know, like how all makeup filters are. So that's what we're gonna do first. So with face mesh, 0 selected, on the right hand side there's materials, and you just want to press the plus, and then we see material 0 pops up right here. You want to rename that to like retouching or anything you want to, really. Skin smoothing doesn't matter, as long as it's recognizable so you don't get confused with all the layers that we'll be doing. The shader type up here, you want to select retouching, and that's basically it. The skin smoothing, I like to set it to 100% because it is a makeup filter. And then now for like the actual makeup, it's not that hard. It's pretty easy at this point. To face tracker again, right click, and you want to add another face mesh. Then you want to go and select another material, create new material, and then you want to rename the material whatever you're going to be doing. So in my case, I'll be doing the eyeshadow first, so I'm going to be renaming that eyeshadow. And then back up here, it says shader type, I'm going to select face paint, and there you can see the mesh kind of went to like a grayish color, and that's pretty much where your makeup will be. So under texture, I'm gonna go with new texture, and then that's where you open your makeup. So I'm gonna select my No Good eyeshadow and open it, and there it is. You change the models just to see how it'll look on different types of people, you know, on different skin tones, you know, make sure it'll look good. Looks pretty good so far, because you can change the opacity here, like about like how it looks, because it's pretty like a bright makeup look anyway. And you can change the brightness, like, oh, that's way too bright. So I'm just gonna keep it like around here, 85. For pretty much each layer, you wanna just do the same thing. So again, we right click on face tracker and we add another face mesh. And then we're going to add another material, create new material. And this, I'm gonna do eyelashes. Shader type, we're gonna do face paint again. And then we're going to do new texture. And I'm going to do the No Good eyelashes. She looks so good. Look at that. Oh, she looks like a model. I mean, she already looks beautiful, but, you know, like the filter looks good. Go face tracker, add face mesh. And then down here, materials, create new material. And I'm gonna do the blush. And shader type, face paint, texture, new texture. Blush looks pretty like bright, so I'm just gonna tone down the opacity a bit. I just wanna play with the settings. That's too bright. Okay, kind of like a little bit more neutral, but. And so the last thing is the lipstick. So again, face tracker, add face mesh, and add a new material, create new material. We're gonna do lips. So then we're gonna do face paint again, and we're gonna do new texture. This is our last texture. Change the opacity. And oops, that's too bright. Okay. Ooh, yeah, she's killing it. Webcam isn't the best quality, so it's not looking good right now. It's looking like a hot mess. You know what? I'm actually gonna go back and do some eyebrows. That's what I forgot. So now I have the eyebrow downloaded and opened into Photoshop. now we're back in Spark AR and the model looks fabulous as ever, but we need to put brows on here because that was the one mistake that I wish I had done with the other filter. So I am gonna do the same thing. Face tracker, right click on face tracker, and we're gonna add another face mesh. And then we are going to select a new material. I'm gonna put eyebrows. And then shader type face paint, and the new texture will be the eyebrows. So no good brows. I'm just gonna make it a little more natural looking. We are done here. So this is what the filter looks like, the makeup filter. It looks good on all of the models here. I like the result. And so now you want to save it. Save. I'll just say this as Ali Brooke makeup filter. I'll just say no. If you want to test it, there is a phone icon on the bottom left hand side. It says test on device, and you just have to make sure that your Instagram is connected to your Facebook basically, and then so you can send it to either your Facebook camera or Instagram camera to test it out on yourself. I like to do Instagram camera since it's going to go on Instagram. It does look different. I've tried it on Facebook. It looks like worse quality for some reason than the Instagram one. So I'm just gonna send it to my Instagram. It may take a while because it needs to like compress and export everything. You always want to make sure it looks good on you and other people before you submit it to Spark AR. Because my first makeup filter, I thought it looked so good, but when I put it on myself, it literally looked like clown makeup. So I have to go back and like make the makeup a little bit more, not so intense, and a little bit smaller. The notification on my phone where it says try preview AR export by Ashley X Rose, which is my Instagram handle. So I'm just gonna press on that. It opens up this, and you just say continue, and it will be on you. So I really like how this filter is. It actually looks like her makeup. Pretty much all the tips that I have, literally all you do after you're done testing it out and everything, you just want to select file, and you want to press export, and that way it will export it to the file that Spark AR needs it to work. And then you just go to Spark AR's website, submit it to Spark AR. It does take a while to get approved. Sometimes it'll take a couple days, other times it can take over a week. It just depends really. And to submit it, all you want to do is take a picture of yourself with it so you can submit filter like as the icon. You also need to put a demo video of you using the filter so the reviewer for Spark AR can see what it looks like and make sure it like goes by their rules. They have really strict rules, by the way. Don't want to do like anything that's copyrighted. You have it exported, everything is all good, you tested it out. Want to do a demo video while you test it on yourself. So just save it to your phone and then either email it to you through your computer or use iCloud Drive or anything of that sort. Instagram, make sure that's selected, and I'm going to choose the file. And you need to name the filters. And then you can add keywords, it's optional. I'm just going to type Ali Brooke. Type in Fifth Harmony because she was part of that group. I'm going to do makeup. Then we're going to upload the demo video, the image for the icon. Instructions for reviewer. So since this is just a makeup filter, stay press record for makeup filter. Or just, yeah, okay. Okay, this does not promote a brand or product. And then that's pretty much it. We're just gonna submit it, and it says review can take up to 10 business days. That's it. If you found my tutorial helpful, please let me know in the comments down below, because this is my first time making a tutorial on something like this. I've done tutorials before on other things, like way back in the day, but I hope this helps some of you guys out. It's not that hard, and if you really put your mind to it, you can do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Feel free to follow me on Instagram if you want to, Ashley X Rose. It'll be in the description down below with all of my other social media sites below if you want to follow me on there as well. But anyway, have a good day everyone, or good night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.